Because you look so sweet. Woo. I wish I could taste the moment. Girl, you look so damn sweet. No, no. I wish I could taste the moment. Been around the world, hey, but there's nothing like that Southern ass girl. No, I've been around the world, whoa. Nothing like that Southern ass girl. Yeah. Okay, now pour me a one. Better yet, make it two. They say the night is young. Wet this cup like the fountain in you. Shining. Tell me what your sign is. Tell me what you drink, little lady. I could buy by the bottle, I promise. Yeah. Because you look so sweet. Woo. I wish I could taste the moment. Girl, you look so damn sweet. No, no. I wish I could taste the moment. Been around the world, hey, but there's nothing like that Southern ass girl. No, I've been around the world, whoa. Nothing like that Southern ass girl.
Damn, bro.
Money, 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 I like money, I like green. Money, 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 I see money in my dreams. Money in the bank, I let money grow like trees. Money take you places that you never even seen. Money, money, money. Money, money, money. Money, money, money. Money, money, money. Money, 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 I like money, I like cheese. Money, 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 make a bitch get on her knees. Just bought a brand new dope, I'ma paint it money green. Come and swipe a nigga bank account and do the money scheme. I be counting so much money, I'ma need a money machine. I'ma take the dirty money and I bring it back clean. I get money in the night, I get money in the day. I get money on the clock, I get money different ways. It be money out of sight, it be money in your face. I be running, running, running like I'm in a money race. I can take a little stack, then I turn it to a knot. Gotta keep that shit flowing, cause the money never stop. Money, 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 I like money, I like green. Money, 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 I see money in my dreams. Money in the bank, I let money grow like trees. Money take you places that you never even seen. Money, money, money. Money, money, money. Money, money, money. Money, money, money.
Sponsorship opportunities are available. All right. You're going to see some commercials, but we're telling you once again, people like this, and I straight pull this from a TV show or a movie, but the price today is not going to be the price tomorrow. It's as simple as that, man. A lot of people have been hitting us up. We're really just trying to come up with a fair package for everybody.
Trying to do things the right way, sir. Trying to do things the right way.
And so if you are interested in advertising on the Two Live Stews, I created a new email address, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. sme.dougstewart@gmail.com.
The price today ain't going to be the same tomorrow, and I want to get in today.
The Two Live Stews experience, Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart. Sponsorship opportunities are available. All right. We're looking for experienced radio sales people. Jump aboard right now. There's a lot of money out there to be got. All right. Because we promote the heck out of our sponsors, and they know that. We've had sponsors in the past that we would love to reconnect with as well.
Because you look so sweet. Woo. I wish I could taste the moment. Girl, you look so damn sweet. No. I wish I could taste the moment. Been around the world, hey. But there's nothing like that Southern ass girl. No. I've been around the world, whoa. Nothing like that Southern ass girl. Yeah. Okay, now pour me a one. Better yet, make it two. They say the night is young, but this cup like the fountain in you shining. Tell me what your sign is. Tell me what you drink, little lady. I could buy by the bottle, I promise. Because you look so sweet. Woo. I wish I could taste the moment. Girl, you look so damn sweet. No. I wish I could taste the moment. Been around the world, hey. But there's nothing like that Southern ass girl. No. I've been around the world, whoa. Nothing like that Southern ass girl.
I like to keep it on the edge so we max out. Just need a little breeze from top down. It's so sweet. I don't need no sleep. Want to keep it on the edge so we maxed out. Just need a little breeze from top down. It was so sweet. Keep it on the edge. Breeze from top down. It's so sweet. I don't need no sleep. Keep it on the edge. Breeze from top down. It's so sweet.
Damn, bro.
Money, I like green. Money, I see money in my dreams. Money in the bank, I let money grow like trees. Money take you places that you never even seen. Money. Money. I like cheese. Money, make a bitch get on her knees. Just buy a brand new dope, I'ma paint it money green. Come swipe a nigga bank account and do the money scheme. I be counting so much money, I'ma need a money machine. I'ma take the dirty money and I bring it back clean. I get money in the night, I get money in the day. I get money on the clock, I get money different ways. It be money out of sight, it be money in your face. I be running like I'm in a money race. I can take a little stack, then I turn it to a knot. Gotta keep that shit flowing, cause the money never stop. Money, I like green. Money, I see money in my dreams. Money in the bank, I let money grow like trees. Money take you places that you never even seen. Money.
Stewart Media and Entertainment presents the Two Live Stews Experience. We back, Shohei! This right here, this ain't your ordinary-ish.
Two Live Stews Experience, Ryan Stewart, Doug Stewart, baby, we back. Woo, yes, we are back. It's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you, but them folks sat us down forcefully. What up to the Qs?
Do not let anyone confuse you. The Two Live Stews started this shit. The Two Live Stews Experience, shouty. If you're not stewing, what the hell are you doing?
Breaking news right now, we're following the Department of Homeland Security conducting a raid at a house in Holmby Field Hills, believed to be connected to Sean Combs, the rapper and music executive, perhaps being linked to a sex trafficking investigation.
He got some shots of a few people coming out of the home. Those people have been detained. Now, we're trying to still connect the dots. We do have some sources on scene here that we're getting this information from. We were actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say, less than 10 minutes ago. We got here even before the crime scene tape came up. So we're just down the hill. If you look up the street where Tony is right now to the right, you'll see one of those Bearcats and law enforcement. And on the other side of those bushes, basically, is that home that is registered to Bad Boy Films, which is part of Bad Boy Entertainment. And the home in particular is registered not only to Bad Boy Films, but to one of P. Diddy's daughters.
They are heavily...
Is this what we gonna do, man? This what we gonna do?
Hey, man.
We got breaking news.
I only work here, man.
Huh?
I only work here. What up, though, man?
News,
Two Live
Sanders?
Stews. Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. The Two Live Stews Experience going down right now on your computer, in your home, wherever you are. We do appreciate y'all for hanging out. I'm your boy, Ryan, and that's Doug. That's not a good look, sir. That is not a good look, sir.
It's definitely not a good look. And so for people just joining us right now and checking out the beginning of the show, the feds, was it the feds?
Homeland Security, sir.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing as the feds, I guess. They raided Puffy's houses, one in LA and one in Miami.
At the exact same time. The one in LA and the one in Miami got hit at the exact same time. And you heard the lady just now saying in the report that, I think it was TMZ, I'm not sure. But she just said that they got there to cover it before the tape was even put out. So the word is on the street that they was about to raid Puff crib. Okay? And that's the first part. Hold on. And last part before I go. Allegedly, man, if what she just said is correct, the house is in his daughter's name, man.
Wait a minute. I don't understand the significance of that. What do you mean?
You suck. Black people gotta stop putting things in their kid's name, man. That's what I mean. That's the moral of that story. Black people, stop it.
This man
stop putting bills in your kid's name. Stop putting houses in your kid's name. Stop putting cars in your kid's name. Black people, y'all gotta stop it.
This man is like a billionaire or almost a billionaire. Why you gotta put his house on the name?
Or is he putting houses in kids' names?
Okay,
or
so
is he?
Slow down. And you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience.
No,
Doug
I'm
Stewart,
pissed
Ryan
off.
Stewart.
I'm pissed off, man.
Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart. Hey, man, do you not
mad
forget,
as hell?
Do you not remember that magnificent night we kicked it with Puff Daddy?
I knew I shouldn't have gotten that limo.
We told the story before. This was one of the greatest nights of my life. Now, looking back at it, I'm happy no real freak shit popped off. I'm very happy of that. Nothing popped off. It was totally innocent. We went to like 5 Atlanta nightclubs, like in and out. Phenomenal night, man.
Listen, that's the first time I ever really experienced a walkthrough. You know, we would pull up and get out and go straight in. I mean, they wouldn't patting us down or nothing, you know, and we would just like do a lap around the building and go right back out, get in the car and go to the next spot, man.
So for the people that don't know the story, Ryan Cameron, like kind of like a mentor to us in the radio business here in Atlanta, he was
Shouts
doing
out to you,
something
Ryan.
with Puff that weekend or whatever the case may be. And Ryan called us up. He was like, hey, yo, y'all want to hang out with Puff? Do we? Where do we need to be at? So we met them at like a mall parking lot. Am I right about
Hold
that?
on, real quick. You do
Go ahead.
know that allegedly this is a sex trafficking case, right?
Right, but nothing popped off when we was with him. This was 15 years ago, maybe 20 years ago.
I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable. You go ahead and talk.
Nothing happened. So anyway,
Listen.
Ryan says, meet us at this mall parking lot. We met him at this mall or shopping, place or whatever. We parked our cars, and all of a sudden, this big limo rolled up, and all you heard was, take that in the background. Take that. And the limo rolls up. We jump out of the car. The door opens up. We step in the car, and there's Puff in there and champagne bottles and Ryan Cameron, and we go out, and I mean, we kick it all night. And you're right. Like, all of these clubs we went to had secret entrances.
Right. That's right.
That the average man never sees. And I was just proud that I could see them.
Well, and we were pretty high on the pecking order back then, man, but I did not know about those entrances, and I was very pissed off about that. But anyway,
Right.
yeah, man, it was a great
in a
night.
line all night long, and they got secret entrances. Right.
This ain't good, man. You do know that when the FBI, the DEA, or GBI, or Homeland Security knock on your door, that the work on the case is already done. They've already got everything they need to lock your behind up. You know that, right?
So here's what I'm thinking. Here's what's in my mind when I hear this, and you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. Two things: either something going on with this sex trafficking thing, or many years these allegations of him having something to do with Biggie's death. Now that's all this is speculation.
It's all alleged, it's speculation. We don't know anything.
And I hope it's not true. Let me say that for the record, because I don't want nobody going and saying Stu's talking shit about Puff and he set them out all night long. No, I'm very grateful for the night we kicked it with you, brother. But what I'm talking about is the allegations and they kicking this man doors in. That doesn't look good.
And apparently, allegedly, that was one of his kids that they was hauling out with the hands behind his
Right,
head.
yeah, I saw that. I read that.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is disgusting.
Nothing popped off when we hung out with the dude. It was one of the greatest nights of my life. I tell everybody about that night, man. I mean, endless moe.
Well, I think
endless
it's
moe.
I think it's et. I think it's et. Moet.
No, I don't think it's moet. I think it's moe.
Yeah.
I think
Well, listen. Moving forward. Whenever you tell this story, man, tell it just with yourself involved. Don't involve me in the story anymore.
Oh no, you were there.
No. Real
Now
quick.
listen.
No. Real quick. We gotta have an understanding here. Moving forward, when telling this story, cut me out, man. I'm out. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Cut you out.
I'm out. I'm
Okay.
done. All right. You, Ryan Cameron, and Puff had the night of y'all's lives. Good for y'all, man. Don't Epstein me.
And where were you at? Where were you at? You
I was home. I'm a father of 3 kids, man. I was home.
I'm a father of 3 too. Daughters.
Shame on you for hanging
Come
out.
on, man.
Yeah, shame on you.
Come on, man.
Shame on you.
Not a lot of people walking this earth can say they kicked it with Diddy.
Well,
like
listen, man.
hard.
Listen, man.
Tree, come on for a second, Tree. Tree, keep doing this.
Yeah, Tree. We want to welcome into the studio with the Stewies and the Stewettes, the lovely EP of the show, Tree Taylor. How you doing today, Tree?
Good evening. I'm gonna.
All right, Doug. What do you want Tree for? Go ahead, man. This over with.
Tree,
I just
you keep doing like this, like what's
because
this
you keep repeating things that could be held against you in a court of law.
That's right. Listen to her.
Listen
to her.
We just got started. I don't want to. I mean, we just got back.
We ain't do
Come
nothing.
on.
Trust me, we did something. If we did something, yeah. it'd be a different story. We didn't
I
do
love
anything.
your backgrounds tonight, gentlemen. You look so.
Thank you.
This is amazing. Yes,
I'm at the
this is
bar.
my dream.
I'm at the bar.
Me too. I'm at the bar.
You're at a different bar. I'm at a bar too.
Bar. Right. I'm at a different bar. We're both in the road, and we found the best spot with the best sound that we could do our show from, because we take this thing very serious. And where we're traveling, if it's on a Monday or Thursday, we're still going to do our during shows. As a matter of fact, I got people asking, are we going to increase the workload and do a third show during the week?
Right. Okay.
What do you think?
We'll see. We'll see.
That means
shouts
no.
out to everybody.
Whenever Ninja says that means no.
Shouts out to everybody that tuned into the show last week, Thursday. We had a lot of fun. But obviously my sound wasn't up to par. I was on the road, but that'll never happen again. It'll never happen again. Right. And we appreciate the love. Shouts out to Southern Edge Beverage Company, Southern Edge Beverage, CO.com, sweet tea flavored vodka, and salted caramel flavored whiskey. Sponsorship opportunities are available. Have you ever done radio sales? Email me, okay? Email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. We're looking for salespeople, okay? And we're looking for members of the team. So email me and, let's talk. Let's talk. We're doing big things over here.
A lot to talk about, man, in the world of sports.
But let me say one more thing before I forget. Let me say one more thing before I forget.
I'm listening.
Southern Edge commercial is fire.
It is.
Where's that been? They just shot that?
No, we've been trying to get things done the right way, man. And I think we had it before and the sound wasn't up to par. So Tree said that she wasn't going to do it until it was up to par. Now it's up to par. Yep.
Oh, so man, that's fire. And who's the dude rhyming on there? Who's the dude rapping on there?
We've got several
future.
We've got several artists, sir.
Uh-huh.
We've got several artists, man. Rappers, singers, actors. Everybody wants to get down, man. Okay. People sending us music. As a matter of fact, shouts out to the great Pee Wee from Moco and Joey
AKA
from Moco. BMX, yeah. We're gonna get some of his music and play some of his music. James, aka Naughty Dread, he's got some people that's got some music that they want us to play. So yeah, we're putting it all together, man. Putting it all together.
Okay. Shouts out to everybody in the chat room.
Is this when you talk about the top five? Is this when you talk about the top five? Huh? Is it top five time yet? Usually we talk about the top five by now, right?
Where's the booing studio audience when they want?
No, man. No.
When we want them.
Usually we talk about the top five now, right? Isn't it time for the top five?
All right. So
don't we go to the last top five first? Isn't that how it works?
Yeah. So old news. Let's talk about old business. Old business. We did the top 5 Atlanta rappers of all times, and we kind of put my list against Ryan's list. Ryan's list was, go back to it one more time, Tree. Ryan's list was.
My list was first, Ninja. My list came in first. I won. I got my first victory, baby. Yes.
Come on, man. I was going to revisit it.
Only going up from here. Only going up from here, sir. I got my first dub. I'm now 1-5, and I'm looking to be 2-5 after tonight's show. All right, go ahead, man. What are you going to do? Go ahead.
No. I was going to just go over your list and my list so people could remember, people that don't know about this poll thing that we did. Your list was number 5, Killer Mike, number 4, Future, number 3, Jeezy, number 2, T.I., and mine, and number 1, Andre 3000. And mine was number 5, Gucci Mane, number 4, CeeLo Goody from the Goody Mob, Luda, T.I. number 2, and
what? Thank you, guys. Thank you. Who wants to hear about this sucky list? You guys are right. Thank you.
Let's put a cherry on top of this. You won 51% to 49%.
Whoa.
1%.
A win is a win a win,
50%.
sir.
You actually got 50%. How do you get 50% and I not get 50%? This is flawed. How do I get 49? Oh, you got a couple extra votes.
It wasn't an even amount of votes. It was like 15,000 votes to like 12,000 votes. So yeah, it goes my way. Yep.
Okay,
it goes my way, man.
That's your first victory. So it's 5-1 right now.
And real quick, man.
I'm up 5-1 on the polls.
Real quick, man.
Okay.
If there was a poll to be won, it's a poll where we're talking about hip hop and Atlanta rappers. I would want to win that one. The polls that you've won in the past are about polls that are irrelevant. People don't care about those polls, but about hip hop and R&B in Atlanta, the people voted with me. They sided with me, sir.
Yeah, 1%. 3 extra people out of 8,000 people, and you're happy about that. You're pounding your chest about that.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
That's right, man. Feel really good.
So there's another poll that we're going to get to. We're going to roll that poll out a little bit later. A lot to talk about. This is what we do on Mondays, Ballers and Busters. We're bringing it back. We're bringing back Ballers and Busters. So we posted in the chat group earlier today. Give us your Ballers and Busters for the weekend. You got a baller you want to start us out with, sir? Your first baller, your first buster? How you want to do it?
My first baller of the day today, sir, will be going to North Carolina State, DJ Burns, the big man. Had an outstanding game this past weekend. And the North Carolina State win is not why I want to talk about Mr. Burns, sir.
Okay.
The reason why I'm giving DJ Burns the Baller Award is because not only does he have like 3 NIL deals, I believe he's got a deal with CVS, a deal with Mount Olive Pickles, and there's a third NIL deal he's got. But DJ Burns, the big man that is known for rebounding and blocking shots with NC State, has a line of vending machines on his own.
Is it NIL connected?
Not NIL connected, sir.
So he's just a hustler. He's just a businessman.
That's why he's getting my Baller Award.
Okay.
He's probably getting a couple mil from NIL deals. He's probably going to be playing on NBA courts here in the near future. But with his spare time, he runs a vending machine business at North Carolina State, sir.
Wow.
I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome that these kids get to hustle. I think it's awesome that with what he's got going on NIL-wise with his athletics while being at school, I think it's awesome, and it talks about the intestinal fortitude that he has to have a business on the side, hustling vending machine stuff.
I remember a story. Greg, Greg Anthony, and
Yes.
speaking of which, our top 5 tonight is going to kind of consist of Greg Anthony. When he was at UNLV, he had a business too. I can't remember what it was right now, but he operated
T-shirt
a business.
T-shirt
That's what it
business.
was. That's exactly what it was.
That's
And
right.
so he was making so much money from this TV business that he had to, at that time, he couldn't be on scholarship. So rather than take the free scholarship, the free school, he was like, nah, y'all keep that.
Y'all
I'm
keep
making
it.
so much money with these T-shirts.
I'll pay for my
good.
scholarship. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's big. That's big.
That's one of the great stories with the UNLV Rebels, man. Them cats was hustling, them cats was living in Vegas. And some people say, which we'll talk about it, that the game they lost to Duke, some people say they didn't go home crying because of that game, man.
Yeah.
That's the word on the street.
There was
But we'll
straight.
talk about that a little bit later, man. Who's your first ball or your first buster going to?
My
sir?
first ball award goes to women's basketball, man. Can they get a round of applause?
Yeah,
Women's
no doubt
basketball,
about it.
man.
No doubt about it.
In particular,
No doubt about it.
Dawn Staley and them South Carolina Gamecocks dragging everybody that plays that they play. They've won their first 2 games an average of like 45 points. The first
It's
2
ridiculous, man.
opponents that they had in the tournament, they look unstoppable right now. And you know what?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you please go ahead.
No, I mean it's getting more attention and bigger numbers. And you talked about this last week than the men. The men are kind of like in a funk right now, man, as far as college basketball. And I agree that women's basketball right now is it.
Okay. I did not say I did not tell you I was going to do this.
Okay.
And I don't ever want to put you in the spot like you've done me with a couple of the top 5s. I don't ever want to do that.
What?
Okay. But I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to make a comment after I ask you said question. When I say Southern Cal and Juju, when I say Iowa and Caitlin Clark, when I say Reese and LSU, what ultimately comes to mind for you?
Spotlight.
Okay. Now, I want you to take. I named 3 of the hottest names in women's college basketball just now, right? In men's college basketball, give me 2 or 3 of them.
Some reason you broke up just now. Say it one more time. I didn't hear what you asked.
I gave you the 3 hottest names in women's basketball. Okay.
Okay.
I want you to give me.
I see where this is going.
I want you to give me 2 or 3 hot names in men's basketball. Men's college basketball. Just give me 2 or 3, sir. And I watched games all weekend. I found myself watching more women's basketball. I saw myself watching women's basketball longer. I found myself knowing some of the women's names. But while watching the guys play, I didn't see a ninja that I knew, other than Baycock in North Carolina, and I did some research to find a few names, but sir, there are no superstars that are being talked about in college basketball.
It's
men's
funny.
college basketball like women's college basketball.
It's funny you say Baycott because he's been around for 30 years. Him is probably the only name I could come up with. It's funny you bring this up, okay? And I really don't feel bad because I just saw, Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce, Paul Pierce, they do a podcast, and KG asked Paul Pierce the same thing. He couldn't name one.
Right.
So I mean, it is what it is right now. And I think some of it has to do with the NIL, with the portal, and on top of that, we had a couple of down years because of COVID. I think everything was thrown out of sorts, and guys were transferring around and sitting out, and I don't know.
The women didn't deal with COVID. The women's game wasn't uprooted.
Yeah,
the women didn't have transfer portal action going on.
Jeff
Look,
King
man,
says, 3Pete J says, and I'm missing it. Yeah, he says because men only stay 1 year, most women stay 3+ years.
I think they got to stay 3+. I think they got to play 4. I think the
Mm,
women.
I'm not sure.
I think the women have to have 3+ to 4 years.
Yeah, but I think that the best players in I think he makes a pretty good point. I think the best players in men's basketball, they go early.
Man, 3P don't know nothing. Don't give him no credit for anything.
So man, they're hot right now.
After a little research, man, Zach Edey from Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
And I know these names because
the center of the player of the year.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big white boy.
Ryan Kalkbrenner from Creighton.
I don't know who the hell that is.
Kyle Filipowski from Duke.
No,
Hunter
I don't know
Dickinson
nothing about no damn Duke players.
Hunter Dickinson from Kansas. Tyler Kolek from Marquette. Wade Taylor IV from Texas A&M. Baycott, as you mentioned, Armando Baycott, he's been around forever. Those were the biggest names stat-wise.
Right.
Okay? But some of those guys, man, if you didn't, again, they're not known more than the women, sir. I'm sorry. It's a different day and time, Fessa. A different day and time.
Buster Award to the hip drop tackle. That's my first Buster Award. The NFL banned that tackle. So most people have been watching the news, and this has been kind of like a conversation for a while. It's basically the move. It's almost kind of like the horse collar, but it's a little bit different. You're grabbing the player, and instead of just ride them to the ground or push them to the ground, you jump up and let all your weight come down. And they're folding guys' knees and ankles up.
You don't jump up. You just fall. You don't jump up. It's called a drop.
You fall. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, it's not a jump up tackle. It's a drop tackle.
So the thing about this is I don't remember nobody doing this when we were growing up. But over the last couple of years, I've seen this. And you know me, I'm one of those purists. Oh, they taking all of the hitting out of the game and the physicalness out of the game. I'm 100% on board with this. Like, I don't remember anybody doing that when we were growing up, tackling me with the football or you with the football. Nobody did that. They tackled us. They brought us to the ground. Maybe we dragged them a little bit, but this stuff here they had to get rid of it.
Where we're going to draw the line, man. This thing is moving closer and closer towards two-hand touch and or grabbing a flag. Where we're going to draw the line, man. Now, I agree. Something needed to be done about this drop hip or whatever they call it, drop something tackle. Something needed to be done, man. But I mean, they're taking a lot of the aggression and a lot of the physicality of the game out. They're taking it out, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I'm opposed to it because people were getting injured a lot, but where do we draw the line, sir?
Yeah. All right, when we get back from the break, man, we're going to talk a little bit about Freaknik, and then we're going to unveil our top 5 for today. This is a good one. It's kind of tied to, it's tied to college basketball. We may take a call. We're going to read more of your chat. Ballers and busters, we got a lot going on, man, in this episode of the Two Live Stews Experience.
The Two Live Stews Experience, sponsored and fueled by the good folks from Southern Edge. Make sure you check them out at southernedgebeverageco.com. Follow them on all social media platforms so you can be invited to the good times when we start putting the good times out there. Y'all keep it locked. The Two Live Stews Experience will be right back.
Sponsorship opportunities are available. All right. You're going to see some commercials, but we're telling you, once again, people like this, and I straight pull this from a TV show or a movie, but the price today is not going to be the price tomorrow. It's as simple as that, man. A lot of people have been hitting us up. We're really just trying to come up with a fair package for everybody.
Trying to do things the right way, sir. Trying to do things the right way.
And so if you are interested in advertising on the Two Live Stews, I created a new email address, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. sme.dougstewart@gmail.com.
The price today ain't going to be the same tomorrow, and I want to get in today.
The Two Live Stews experience, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Sponsorship opportunities are available. All right. We're looking for experienced radio sales people. Jump aboard right now. There's a lot of money out there to be got. All right. Because we promote the heck out of our sponsors, and they know that. We've had sponsors in the past that we would love to reconnect with as well.
That's right, baby. It's the Two Live Stews experience. Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart.
I forgot to ask you, what'd you do this weekend?
Look, man, because of the water and the rain, soccer was rained out all weekend long. So this weekend, me and wifey and the kids were in the house all weekend, man.
Y'all chilled out.
Oh my gosh, it was the first time in a long time where we absolutely did nothing. Okay, now the Mason's game on Sunday did end up being played, so we drove out to Harris County for his game on Sunday. But after that, came right back to the house, grilled some food, man, and ate. But late this weekend, I've had in a very, very, very long time. Watched a lot of basketball, women's and men's.
So I went down to Houston, H-Town. Baby girl had a track meet at home at Prairie View A&M.
She lit that track on fire.
You saw the video, right?
I saw the video.
She back, man. I hate to even talk about it, but she had a real tough time her senior year. Like, her scholarship and all her personal records were done in her junior year.
Okay.
Senior year, they were thrown off with COVID, homeschool. They didn't have their track. It sounds like excuses, but long story short, I think she's back to what she was when she was a junior in high school. New PR this weekend, came in second for the entire meet, almost came in first. If you watched the video,
it was close.
Just super proud of baby girl Cara Barra. Can you give her a round of applause, sir? Can you give her a round of applause?
No doubt, man. I too am very, very proud, man. I too am very, very proud.
Got with my LB. We went and had a couple of drinks in Houston. Houston is cool.
The great GC?
Yeah, GC. Yeah. Went and had a couple of drinks with GC. The highways in Houston, I think, might be worse than Atlanta, man. When I say worse, I'm talking about people driving excessive speeds with no regard for their life or anybody else's life, man. Them highways are horrible.
It's like there's no state troopers out there either. It's like they just get to drive like that.
I don't think I saw one policeman. You're exactly right. Right.
Yep. It's weird. It's really weird, man.
Hey, listen, we're going to give out the phone number. We're going to try to take a phone call, 404-954-1021, 404-954-1021. If you come on, make sure your internet is good. Make sure you don't have you need more space and it's bootleg and you freezing up and we're just going to shoot you off real quick. I mean, let's just be honest about this. We're going to shoot you off real quick.
Right.
So this past week, the Freaknik documentary came out. Okay. The Freaknik documentary came out. We said that we would both watch it and give our opinions tonight. What are your thoughts about the Freaknik documentary on, I think it was Hulu, produced by Uncle Luke?
I'm just happy they didn't catch a ninja like me hanging out, man. I'm just very glad. Listen, I am very glad that the proverbial pants being down wasn't caught with me in that situation. I'm being honest, man.
Yeah.
I can't start to tell you how much rabbit dancing I did on Freaknik weekend every year for like 3 or 4 years, man. I mean,
so did you
on
did you see any?
75, on 85, on 20, behind the target. I mean, it was crazy, man. It was crazy.
Did you see anybody in it that you knew?
Several people.
So you
Several
had been in Atlanta. You've been to several Freakniks. I saw one person that I knew, the great
Really?
Kamal.
Who was it?
Kamal. You saw Kamal, right?
One time, I still call Kamal Magic, but one time to the great Kamal, man. I did see Kamal, yes.
So
yeah, I
Kamal,
saw teammates, man. I saw a few of the track girls from Georgia Tech. I saw a lot of people, man.
So Kamal owns or had owned many strip clubs in Atlanta, and he played football with Ryan at Georgia Tech. Yep. And they showed a little like clip of him, and that's the only person I saw that I knew throughout the entire thing.
Oh,
so
no,
okay,
man.
so what are your thoughts about? A lot of people are kind of disappointed. I think they're disappointed because they thought it was going to be more raunchy. Here's my thing on that. I'll tell you what I think, and then I'll get your thoughts.
All right.
This thing was produced, or this thing was put together by Morehouse and Spelman alumni. Okay?
Okay. Yep.
What did you think it was going to be? Like Spelman and Morehouse people not going to put together some raunchy sex video and put their names behind it. Those people that go to those two universities are very, what's the word I'm looking for? Thorough and very professional. They're very professional.
Professional is a great word.
Yeah.
I was thinking that a bulk of
it was a true documentary.
A true documentary that were also involved with Jermaine Dupri and Uncle Luke from down in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
So I really think that when people hear Uncle Luke and he's contributed to anything, they're thinking, ass up, knees down.
Right. And that's what he said in the show. He said he brought the freak to Freaknik. So did you know the history of the name Freaknik before you saw this thing?
I did.
Okay. So
I did.
And maybe we shouldn't spoil it for other people that haven't seen it, but
we hadn't said much. I mean,
it's no big deal.
It can't be but about so many things, man.
So
we had the streets on lock. People couldn't get anywhere. At one point in time, they put barricades up so you would drive straight through all of Atlanta. I mean, we're not telling anything that anybody doesn't know.
Yeah, but the way they came up with the name Freaknik, it was just a picnic, and they put La Chic's song, La Freak. I think it was called La Freak. You remember that song? Freak, the Chic, freak out.
Yeah,
that song. And so they just that's where they came up with the name. But I mean, I thought it was pretty good. Everybody's killing it on social media, and the only reason they're killing it because they thought they were going to see more skin.
Well, if they would have,
people got grandkids, man. They can't be putting people's faces all over America on some film.
And if they would have made it too raunchy, it wouldn't have been able to be released on TV. The people know what they were doing. Yeah, you couldn't see nobody butt cheeks in the air, man. That's just not going to be appealing to people that are making decisions, man. It's just not going to happen.
And you know what? The backstory of it is that when the Olympics came in '96, it was bad timing because they were trying to make the city look good.
Right.
And the year before, my one and only Freaknik was '95. Okay. And like I said a couple of weeks ago when we talked about this before, I understand as a 54-year-old man right now, I understand why they shut it down. Yeah. But I didn't even think about the fact that the Olympics were coming in '96. They couldn't have that going on. They couldn't have that. They couldn't have Freaknik as it stood in '95 and '96 when the world was coming to Atlanta. I get it. I totally get it now. I was mad as heck. I was calling Bill Campbell all kind of Uncle T and Uncle Tom, this and this, that, and the other. He wasn't a responsible adult mayor. He did what he had to do.
Hey, man, looking back at it, it went on for too long. The fact that it went until '96 is kind of mind blowing to me. I think a little bit of it, there was some traces of it in '97 also. But yeah, man, good times in our lives, man. Back in the day, I mean, talk about a party that lasts all weekend. That's Freaknik personified.
Tree, can you
great
come
Tree
on?
Taylor.
Yeah, Tree, come in for a second.
Okay, so a couple things. Thanks for having me. The first of all, I didn't like the way that it ended, and also I was really happy that they spoke about how all these other, how the Caucasity has parties all over America. Remember
Good point.
Girls
Good point.
Gone Wild and all of this. And so I just felt like it ended on a sad note. I was just low seeing, how it ended, because I only remember good times, laying on floors in hotel rooms because we were 10 deep, coming from Detroit on Value Jet, $25
So
to
y'all
get here.
flew. Y'all flew from Detroit.
We're a little bougie, but
Jalen
yeah,
Rose-
I mean,
Jalen
and
Rose
it's-
talked about borrowing a car and driving all the way down from Detroit to Atlanta.
is that his hair or is that a unit he wear?
That's his hair. That's his hair.
Yeah, but I don't know what's going on up here
I
though.
don't know what's happening here. But last thing, I just what I was gonna say is y'all don't be on the internet. Ryan, you mentioned that it would probably be too risque for TV. Do you go on Instagram? Every
do.
day it's a pregnant girl or a girl
Yeah.
that just had a baby with her behind
times are
bent
different.
over.
Yeah.
So
But Tree, that's Instagram. That's not a platform that's on TV. That's Hulu and Paramount and Apple TV and Prime and all those people. If they were to post something like somebody's butt in the air doing it, rabbit dancing, it's not gonna make the cut. It's gonna be on the cutting room floor. It's not gonna be shown.
Tree makes a good point. After all of that, what we talked about, I agree with Tree. Caucasian spring breaks probably are just as wild or wilder.
Daytona Beach, Clearwater. Yeah. I agree.
So it did.
And remember, and remember, you've probably never gone to Daytona Beach when the white folk go down there.
Not when the white folk went.
Well, I was about to say,
we went to Black College Weekend on Daytona every year from 91 to 94. Every year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have gone to Daytona Beach with teammates of mine that are Caucasian brothers.
Uh-huh.
And it's wilder than any Freaknik I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, see, because white folks,
they can do whatever they want, and the police don't care.
Not only
Black
that,
people know they're going to be policed.
Right.
White folks can be out in public doing whatever they want, and it's like the cops act like they can't see anything.
Right. And you're 100% right. And not only that, they do these things because they know, once again, that they can make a call to somebody. And so I think part of it is the police kind of handle them differently because of the politics of the situation.
Right.
You're 100% right. You're absolutely right. But Tree is 100% right. We get treated so different in the same circumstances. Okay. People were talking about Jones Beach, these different places where people had spring break events or whatever.
How about Black Bikers Weekend down in Myrtle Beach?
And Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
And Black Bikers Weekend is gone too. For the most part, it's changed.
Yep.
I think maybe they still do it, but it's not black people. Anything that we do, they shut it down real quick.
They shut it down. Now, for the record, Atlanta's got 5 million people in it, and the fact that you can't use the interstate is a problem. I understand that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem. Okay, but y'all don't say nothing to them folk down there in Daytona. I've been down there twice with them folk. They get to really cut loose.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
And they get slizzard. Like
Oh,
they don't just get drunk, they get drunk.
I'm talking about falling out on sidewalks outside. I mean,
puking on themselves, like
right, and still hanging out after said puke.
Right. Yeah. So I get it. I totally get it. You're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, brought to you by Southern Edge. I want to mention this before I forget it. We have websites or links, okay, to our home pages on Facebook and on YouTube, okay? So Two Live Stews, YouTube.com. Two Live Stews, Facebook.com. So you don't have to worry about a link with all these mumble jumble words and letters or whatever. Very simple. Whatever your platform is, which one that you prefer, whether it be YouTube or Facebook, Two Live Stews, YouTube.com, Two Live Stews, Facebook.com. Subscribe on YouTube and follow on Facebook and pass the word. Look who's in the chat room. Ashley Scott.
What up, Doc?
Lying on the floor was pictured differently in my head. Laugh out loud. Jeff King, he says they will get you faded. He's talking about Caucasians. Eddie Jewell, or it just passed right by us. But thank you for all of the messages in the chat room as well.
Yeah, man, we got pulled over driving down to Daytona, and the car was, let's just say there was smoke in the car. Okay.
Cheech and Chong.
Okay, Cheech and Chong is, let's just say Cheech and Chong. Okay.
Right.
And I'm thinking the minute I saw the lights, oh man, I'm gonna be the only one that gets shot when he pulls his car over, right? I'm
It's
thinking,
sad you got to think like that.
Well, well, it's sad, but
Yeah.
the cop gets to the window, they down the window, and the cop goes, "Woo, guys, what's going on in there?" Right? My buddy that was driving the car, a Caucasian brother, starts laughing like, "Oh, we're going down to Daytona Beach." All of a sudden, you know how it gets down there. We're just doing a little pregame in the car. All right, guys, I'm gonna need you guys to slow down. I'm gonna need you guys to take your time and make sure you keep them seatbelts on. Y'all be careful. Have fun down in Daytona.
And that was it.
That was it, man.
Y'all was cheating and chonging, and he just let you go because it some type of country boy talk.
Cheating and chonging, open containers. And the driver was sober. The driver was straight sober, wasn't doing anything. And everybody else in the car was going for it. You guys be careful. Make sure you keep your seatbelts on and have your nice time down there in Daytona. Y'all be careful now. Slow that thing down. And I look at them like, is that it? Wait a minute, is that it?
Right.
Wait a minute. Aren't you going to make us get out of the car? It was crazy, man.
Wow.
Yeah, two differences.
Yeah. All right, so listen, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about kind of follow up on this Shohei Ohtani story.
Okay.
Things got a couple different layers. My opinion hadn't changed at all. We'll talk about it when we get back from the break. We are brought to you by Southern Edge Beverage Company, SouthernEdgeBeverageCO.com. We got the flyest Spirit commercial in the world.
It's dope. It's really dope.
Like that commercial is dope as hell.
Hey, man, Dr. Scott ain't pulling no punches, man. He's putting it all on the line.
Around.
He wants this thing to work. It's going to work. Y'all make sure you follow them on all social media platforms as well. So when we start doing things in these streets, you can know how you can be a part of it, man.
So you get it. That's why we're sitting in a bar live right now, because we're in a bar right now drinking Southern Edge.
All about business, sir. All about business. Y'all keep it locked, man. More Two Live Tuesday Experience up next.
Because you look so sweet. Woo. I wish I could take some moment. Girl, you look so damn sweet. No. I wish I could take some moment. Been around the world, hey. But there's nothing like that Southern Edge, girl. No. I've been around the world, whoa. Nothing like that Southern Edge, girl. Yeah. Okay, now pour me a one. Better yet, make it soon. They say the night is young, with this cup like the fountain in you shining. Tell me what your sign is. Tell me what your dream, little lady. I could buy by the bottle, I promise. Yeah. Because you look so sweet. Woo. I wish I could take some moment. Girl, you look so damn sweet. No. I wish I could take some moment. Been around the world, hey. But there's nothing like that Southern Edge, girl. No. I've been around the world, whoa. Nothing like that Southern Edge, girl.
Like to keep it on the edge so we max out. Just need a little breeze from the top down. It's so sweet. I don't need no sleep. Like to keep it on the edge so we maxed out. Just need a little breeze from the top down. It was so sweet. Keep it on the edge. Breeze from the top down. It's so sweet. I don't need no sleep. Keep it on the edge. breeze from the top down. It's so sweet.
Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, back at you. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Your boy Ryan and him over there is Doug. Show's being produced by the great Tree Taylor. No entertainment report tonight. The great Hollywood is traveling, but when she gets on site a little bit later this week, she's going to come in and do a show, hopefully.
So we'll kind of replace Arlie's report with this talk about our new top 5. Does that work for everybody?
I love it. That makes total sense.
Let's do that. Quick message in the chat room from Country Roads. He says Asians ain't miscount $4 million. That ain't racist. That's facts. So Shohei Ohtani comes out and talks today for the first time since this whole quote unquote scandal broke.
And now he doesn't speak a lick. He doesn't speak a lick of English now.
Nah,
he was trying to speak English before, okay? But now, as of the last week and a half, he don't speak a lick of English. Go ahead, man. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna give him some leeway on that. Maybe he felt like that he's not a perfect speaking English speaker, so he felt like maybe something would get lost in translation. Okay. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
All right.
Okay. So he had his new interpreter out there today, and they addressed this whole scandal about his former interpreter, losing $4 million, and that he didn't pay off the debt for him. He had no idea his agent stole $4 million from him. Now, if you watch this interview,
not agent, interpreter, not agent, interpreter.
His interpreter. Yeah, okay. I said agent. Okay. His interpreter.
Yeah. Okay.
If you watch this interview today, it really wasn't an interview. It's basically a statement because they didn't take any questions or anything. You know what they did? He actually took 1 or 2 questions, and maybe they knew what the questions were going to be. Maybe I'm wrong, but they lying. I really believe that they lying. I believe that they are lying their asses off. Okay? I believe Shohei is lying his asses off. See, what happened is they responded first, and they got their wires mixed up as far as what the explanation was. Initially, they were saying that Shohei paid off this debt for the guy. Where did that even come in at?
Right.
That shouldn't even have been part of it. They got their wires crossed on exactly what they were going to say.
When they interviewed the interpreter for the first time, they put him in their room and he started talking, and they snatched him out real quick.
Right.
He's the one that said that stupid stuff.
Right.
He said that.
Shohei, he paid the debt off for me. He paid it off for me. I don't know why I'm giving my Mexican accent. Shohei, he paid the debt off for me. No, Shohei's like, no, I didn't. No, I did not pay his debt off. I don't know anything about a debt. I don't know anything about a bookie or nothing.
And then he said, wait a minute. Oh, my bad. Then he changed his voice and start talking in Asian again.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
No?
You can't do what you just did just now.
All right. Okay.
Can we got a 10-second delay? Do we have a 10-second delay, Tree? We went a little bit too far.
It's okay. Well, it's okay. No, she'll cut that out.
What I did was funny. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No problem. Mark that down, Tree. Let's cut that out. But all I was trying to say was he was talking English, and then all of a sudden he went straight back to speaking Japanese, like out of nowhere. Like, oh, I forgot. No English.
Right. So
cancel culture is real, huh? In 2024.
So we talked about this the other day. Let's look at this story from this aspect, man. Do you know the whole world has changed, not only with NIL, with the portal, but now betting is accepted.
It's legal.
It's legal. ESPN has a betting show.
Right.
I think that the horse. Go ahead.
They have a betting website.
They have a betting website, a betting show. The horse is out of the barn as far as it's kind of like taboo to talk about gambling in any form and have anything to do with sports. Them days are gone.
That's what makes the situation happening in LA a little bit different for Shohei, because California is one of the places where the gambling is not legal yet. And they were using an under the table bookie, which is another part of the problem. Yeah, keep that in mind. So you can't gamble in Los Angeles or in California. So that's part of the problem, because he's not supposed to be doing that.
Wow. Okay, so I didn't even know that part of it. Have you heard the story about Coach Bickerstaff for the Cavs said that he's been getting threatening calls about throwing games because these people that have been calling him, like, you know, anonymously have been saying and threatening him in his life and his family's life about, you know, throwing games or point shaving or whatever the case may be. Like, the world that we knew as far as sports betting and gambling and how it's intertwined with sports, now you got teams in Vegas, like the horses out of the barn, sir. Like, this is, we can't go back now, and I think that you're going to start to hear a lot more of these stories about, you know, people being threatened like Coach Bickerstaff and about point shaving. I mean, think about it now, and it's much easier to bet today because of the things we've just been talking about than it was 30 years ago or 40 years ago.
Listen, man, I've got a guy that's got a website, and it's legal. I mean, it's legal. Now, I don't dibble and dabble as much as I would like because I got 3 kids, but a nickel here, a dollar there, you know, here and again. But, yeah, Pandora's box is wide the freak open, sir. Wide open.
Betting is fun. I'm not going to even lie.
It is.
And I stopped betting, and it'd be great if we had a betting sponsor that we could toss out there.
That makes total sense.
But I had a real horrible betting story, something that happened to me betting maybe it's probably 25 years ago. I never forget it. I bet on Clemson to cover a 30-point spread against Duke, and they covered the spread in the first half. In the second half, they put all their starters on the bench. And Duke came back and scored a couple of late touchdowns, and they covered. And from that, I was like, I'm done. I'm done because you can't control something like that.
Well, I got a buddy that will always take a dog, and not a dog. He'll always take the superstar team versus dogs. And I don't touch 25-point games. I don't touch 21-point games. That's too many points.
The spread was 31 points, though, and they covered it in the first half.
Right, but too many things can happen.
Right.
Like them covering it in the first half and coach saying, okay, I'm taking everybody out. Yeah, y'all go back after halftime. Y'all go back out and y'all take your shoulder pads off. You know that can happen.
That's exactly what happened to me.
I don't play those games where the numbers are really, really big. I play games where I believe I've got an edge. I play games where I may know somebody in that city who said, hey, man, I went to practice today, and so-and-so didn't practice all week. Oh, really? Okay, what's the point spread on that game? I'll touch games like that.
Right.
But games that's got a 30-point, 40-point spread, too many things can happen, sir.
From Aaron 018018, the Stews are amazing last week with shoe shows and this week's sports gambling. Yeah, man, we do have, and I think sometimes we don't even notice it. We're still kind of sticking to the script of us being on terrestrial radio. We really can let our hair down, man, and really get loose in here about the conversation.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. It is the Two Live Stews.
I never really thought about it until I just read that comment.
Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. After the first 2 shows, man, I called my pastor. I'm being honest. I called my pastor. You
told him, listen, Pastor, you're not going to like what I'm about to say on these shows.
I said, Pastor, I'm torn, and I want to talk to you about this real quick. He goes, okay, what you dealing with? And you do know that the kids was in the car listening to the show the other day, right? He listens to the show driving his kids to school.
And you're listening to the Two Live Stews experience. So
I said, Pastor, and shouts out to Reverend Terrence Albritton. Shouts out to Reverend T.
Grady Beatty.
I said, Pastor, I'm torn about having the opportunity or the ability to curse and say whatever we want to say that comes to our mind versus on radio not being able to do that because of FCC rules. And he said, well, I just told you that. My kids listen to the show already, right? And you did drop 1 or 2, but, you know, I'm sure you're not saying nothing that they hadn't heard before. Made me feel better. And then he goes, hey, man, I'm going to leave you with this. God knows your heart. And he hung the phone up.
God knows your heart. That's beautiful.
So that's why I've decided I'm not going to let loose, man. I'm going to show restraint. I'm going to be able to act like an adult, even though I don't have to.
That's very big of you.
Because I know my pastor kids are listening. I know my mom is listening.
Right.
My mom said, yeah, I watch every show.
She watches every show?
That's what she said. That's what she told me, man.
I don't believe
Hey,
that.
Tree.
I
Hey,
don't
welcome
believe
back, Tree.
Ryan,
What you got, Tree?
Ryan.
Yes. Yes.
You are the same human that threw his glasses, threatened to go to Doug's house 138 miles from yours, and then you left the show last week.
Well, you know why I did that? So I wouldn't talk like a sailor. That's why I did that. I don't want y'all to hear me talk like a sailor. I mean, and my kids are outside the studio walking around doing stuff. They don't need to hear daddy dropping F-bombs just because he can. They don't need to hear me talking about women's genitals just because I can.
Yeah, you said vulva last week. I haven't heard that since
That's a technical term. I say testicles too. That's a technical term. That's what they're teaching. That's what they're teaching sex ed. That's what they're teaching the health classes.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't want to be the guy that doesn't show restraint or control, man. I want to be in control.
Right.
I'm a different person than I was 12 years ago, man.
That's good for you, man. That's real good. And I'm gonna try to do the same thing. God knows my heart too, man, and my temper. From Chuck D, I saw Mama Stew in the chat. Stew's mom was her. No. And speaking of which, I don't think our mother watches this show like this. Maybe this isn't the place to talk about this, man, but I think our mother is addicted to TikTok.
It's Facebook.
And TikTok. She's expanded. She's Facebook. She was Facebook. Now it's TikTok. Like every minute of the time that I spent with her 2 weeks ago when I went down there, she's down like this. And every once in a while I say, Ma. She, huh? And she'll look at me. Our mother's addicted to TikTok, man.
Listen, man.
And I hope nobody tells her this. And I hope she's not watching. I really don't think she watches like you said.
She says she watches every show.
I think she's got a problem. I think she's got a problem.
For the record, man, it's very addictive. I have to police myself. I have to police myself, especially in the mornings and at night. Okay, in the morning time, I'm thinking, man, there's got to be something else I could be doing that's productive than laying in this bed and not doing anything. Maybe I need to start reading my Bible. Maybe I need to do my morning meditation. But I can find myself in that bed first thing in the morning, glued to Facebook and or TikTok or Instagram. It's not good, man.
So I
police myself big time.
I brought both of them back for purposes of the show and marketing the show. I took TikTok and Instagram, and you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. I took TikTok and Instagram off my phone because exactly what you just said. I found myself on Sunday mornings pulling up the phone. The first thing I do is right there on the nightstand, grabbing the phone, and before I knew it, an hour and a half had passed by.
Just like that.
An hour and a half passed by. I took them off my phone.
Yeah.
And I said that to Mom the other day when I was down there. I was like, Mom, you like that TikTok, huh? I didn't say you need to get up that TikTok. You addicted. I didn't say anything like that.
You can't talk to her like that.
You like that TikTok, huh? And she just looked at me and said, oh, yeah.
Well, and also, man, she's retired, ain't got no job to go
living
to.
her best life.
Living her best life. So why not? I mean, and it's very entertaining. You can literally laugh if you scroll up and down. You can literally have a couple of laughs every 30, 45 seconds. Something funny is coming through that screen, sir.
Yeah, I said to her, I was like, Mom, I mean, you could walk. You could do some walking.
She does that. She does that 3 days a week. She goes to the school and walks. Yeah. She does that.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart, brought to you by Southern Edge Beverage Company, SouthernEdgeBeverageCO.com. We got the best commercials in the game. Southern Edge got the best commercials in the game. We're also going to get to kind of like an ode to college basketball. I mean, there's no hiding it. And I feel like when we get back in the groove of this sports thing, we'll be in all of the stories with sports like we were when we were doing radio full time. But I really don't know a lot about college basketball, man, about the kids, outside of a few names. But we have a remedy for that. We're going to talk about college basketball from an old school standpoint. And we're going to give our top 5 college basketball champions of all time. And we're going to have the Stewies vote on that as well. I think I got you on this one. See, the problem with you and these types of things, I'm going to give you a little heads up. You, my brother. Okay. It's going to be hard for you to beat me in something like this. Even though you got your first win, it was by 1%. Okay. It's going to be hard for you to beat me in something like this because I'm older than you and I remember these things.
I have a very bad memory.
Greenhorn. You know, you were wearing diapers when a lot of this stuff was going on.
I have a very bad memory.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not that. It's just that when this stuff was going on, you were young. So when we come back, we're going to roll them out. I'm very excited. I haven't heard yours.
I'm on a 1-week winning streak, sir. It will continue.
Okay. All right.
It will continue.
Maybe we'll try to grab a call. We'll read some more chat. It's a Ball and Buster Monday. We haven't really talked. Keep forgetting. We got to talk more about balls and busters on Monday. We'll get to it.
I'll give you a buster real quick. Kim Mulkey, the LSU head coach.
Yeah.
The more and more she talks, the more and more pissed off I get. I don't like her at all. They won a big game. LSU won. I mean, they went down to the wire. You know, well, the first half was kind of competitive.
They played
but
against
into the
Middle
second
Tennessee
half,
State.
They ended up blowing Middle Tennessee State out. But, you know, with like 12 minutes, with about 5 minutes to 6 minutes played in the second half, it wasn't looking good for them. It really wasn't, but they put it together. But I am not a Mulkey fan at all. I just think I get bad vibes from her.
So it's a big story starting right now, coming out right now. Kim Mulkey said that there's a reporter at the Washington Post.
Yep.
You know, about to put out a salacious story about her. They never really said what it's about. She's just not happy about it.
Well,
and she's talking cash-ish.
It's something that's got her panties all up in her butt.
All up in a wad.
All up in a wad. She's very upset. And usually, if that's the case, there must be some truth to it.
Hey, Tree, turn the music up. We got to go to a break. Don't go away.
Man.
Because you look so sweet. Woo. I wish I could take some moment. Girl, you look so damn sweet. No. I wish I could taste the moment. Been around the world, hey. But there's nothing like that southern ass girl. No. I've been around the world, whoa. Nothing like that southern ass girl. Yeah. Okay, now pour me a one. Better yet, make it soon. They say the night is young. With this cup like the fountain in you shining. Tell me what your sign is. Tell me what you drink, little lady. I could buy by the bottle, I promise. Because you look so sweet. Woo. I wish I could take some moment. Girl, you look so damn sweet. No. I wish I could taste the moment. Been around the world, hey. But there's nothing like that southern ass girl. No. I've been around the world, whoa. Nothing like that southern ass girl.
Like to keep it on the edge so we max out. Just need a little breeze from the top down. Been so sweet. I don't need no sleep. Like to keep it on the edge so we maxed out. Just need a little breeze from the top down. It was so sweet. Keep it on the edge. Breeze from the top down. Been so sweet. I don't need no sleep. Keep it on the edge. Breeze from the top down. Been so sweet.
The Two Live Stews experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Very happy to be back. Spending some time with y'all, man. There's a lot going on. I'm Ryan, and he is Doug.
I think it's more popping at my bar. The bar I'm at is way more popping than your bar. Your bar looks like it's about to close.
I am the only one in the bar.
Right.
As they shut it down and won't let anybody else in because they don't want the show to be disturbed. And that show is the Two Live Stews experience.
All right, so how we going to do this, man? So we're going to give, okay, in honor of
if we're doing anything top 5 related, because I won the last top 5, we'll do it the way I want to do it. That's the first thing.
So this how it's gonna be. You got one win out of 6.
For the record.
And this how it's gonna be. Go ahead,
Shut up.
sir.
Shut up, loser. Shut up. Yeah. If it's time to do the top 5, you need to fall back and let me lead how we do it. All right. Now, what I want you to do is go ahead and say what you were going to say about how we were going to do the top 5.
No, I was gonna say, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Oh, I
Our
definitely
top
should go
5
first.
college basketball champions over the last, I think we said 40 years.
I'm definitely going first, man.
Okay,
I'm definitely going first.
Go ahead.
All right, man.
I just finagled you into going first.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on.
No,
No,
go ahead.
no, real quick. No, real quick. No. I defer. You go first.
I just finagled you and let me go first. All right, go ahead, Tree. Bring my list up. Coming in at number 5. Number 5 in the top 5 college basketball national champions over the last 40 years. Okay.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Is the 94 Arkansas Razorbacks. They called them 40 minutes of hell. Nolan Richardson's team. They beat Duke, Scotty Thurman, Corliss Williamson. They come in at number 5.
Yeah,
Coming in
that's a
at
good
number
one.
4, the Kentucky Wildcats, the 96 Kentucky Wildcats. Tony Delk, Antoine Walker, Walter McCarty. Patino was the coach, and they beat Syracuse. Coming in at number 3 on my list is the Duke Blue Devils from 92. They beat the Fab Five, Bobby Hurley, Grant Hill, Christian Laettner. That's my number 3 team. Number 2, my Georgetown Hoyas. All right, they beat Houston, Akeem Olajuwon. They had Fred Brown, Michael Jackson, David Wingate, and Patrick Ewing, and the number 1 college basketball champion over the last 40 years is the UNLV Running Rebels.
Well done. That's a good list.
Stacey Augmon, Anderson Hunt,
list.
Larry Johnson, Greg Anthony. You beat that top 5, sucker.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm glad you put UNLV in your top 5 because they did
They're
not
number
win.
1. They're number 1.
They did not win the championship.
They did win the championship this year. What are you talking about? You can't tell me about my list. They played for it twice. They lost one. They won one.
Okay. That year when they had Larry Johnson, Greg Anthony, Stacey Augmon, Anderson Hunt, and George Ackles, they lost to Duke.
Maybe it's a different team. No, UNLV beat Duke in 90. I don't know. There's another year they went and they lost.
Okay. All right. Listen, my list is a little bit different. At number 5, the Georgia Tech 1990 squad, the Yellow Jackets, Lethal Weapon 3. And they only made it to the Final Four. They weren't a champion.
Wait, stop.
Wait. Kenny Anderson as a freshman, Kenny Anderson, 3D, Dennis Scott from the district, Brian Oliver, Malcolm Mackey was a freshman. I believe he's still the Georgia Tech rebound champion of all time. And of course, the great Johnny McNeil was also on that.
Should we put the list back up? Should we put the list back
1990. Up? All right. At number 4, hey man, one of the best teams in college basketball history, the Fab Five. All right, Jalen Rose, Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, Jimmy King, and Ray Jackson. I know you remember that starting 5 with Michigan. And no, they didn't win. They only went to the Final Four, but still an amazing team. And they deserve.
Did you just sacrifice yourself, man, to make me win again? Georgia Tech didn't win the national championship.
They deserve to be talked about, man, the Fab Five. All right, number 4, man, the 1991 UNLV team that went 34-1, ended up losing to Duke that year, as you spoke about earlier. Larry Johnson, Greg Anthony, Stacey Augmon, Anderson Hunt, George Ackles. Everyone knows that them boys was in Vegas, man, and the only reason why they didn't win that game was because they probably decided to throw that game because they got paid. Okay, allegedly. Had to say that. And man, as we get to the final 2 teams, that Duke team, man, 2012. I'm sorry, that Kentucky team, 2012. Anthony Davis, Terrence Jones, Michael Kidd Gilchrist, Deron Lamb, and Marquise Teague. Honorable mention goes to Darius Miller, who came off the bench. Great Kentucky team, man. One of the best teams I've ever seen play. They were the title champs that year. And last but not least, the number 1 team on my list, a little bit different than Doug's list, but on my list, 2001, Duke versus Arizona. Jay Williams, Shane Battier, Carlos Boozer, Mike Dunleavy, and Nate James were the starting five in that game, and they won it all. That's why they're my number one team, the 2001 Duke team, when they beat Arizona that year. Y'all give it up for me. Hey, give it up for me.
You do know Georgia Tech didn't win the national championship, right? They didn't win it.
They should have. They should have.
They should have.
They should
look
have.
at the instructions. The instructions clearly say national champions.
And
Wait a minute, pull the list back up. I think it was another one that didn't win it either. Pull it back up, Tree, please.
Well,
one more time.
there were quite a few that didn't
Miami
win it, man.
UNLV in 91. They didn't win it in 91. They lost in 91.
The only two.
And they won it in 90. The team that I said.
It's not all about titles.
Drinking?
It's not all about titles, man.
But that was the category. That was the list.
You changed it. And I have had a little bit of Southern.
Change it.
I did have a little bit of Southern edge tonight. I did.
So Tree, can you come on for a second? Can you come on for a second?
I'm gonna win this one.
Okay, Tree.
What's so funny? What's so funny?
Nothing. Ryan, you are gonna win again.
Tree.
I agree.
Yes.
For the sake of time, maybe we not even put this top five up for the listeners to go on.
Shut up.
Because
What y'all laughing at?
Clearly he's point shaving. Shaving. Somebody is betting on our top fives, and Ryan bet on me to win.
Watch what happens.
Oh Lord.
Watch what happens.
Don't
watch what happens. Y'all will see. I know what I'm doing.
You got three teams that didn't win the national championship.
But listen,
the instructions clearly said the top five national champions from the last 40 years.
Watch the votes come in.
You questioned me on one of the teams that I clearly researched and knew the year that they won the national championship, the 90 UNLV Running Rebels.
Loose Neck said, "We are the champions, Ryan." Ryan's list, we are the champions. Thank you, Loose Neck. Vote for me. Make sure your friends log on and vote for me also, Loose Neck. Appreciate it.
Y'all want to keep this thing respectable, right? I mean, do the right thing. I'm not even gonna belabor the point. You had three teams that didn't win a national championship when you.
But those are three of the most favorite teams in college basketball history. It's not all about winning. Y'all get all caught up in the winning. It's not all about winning. Look at this.
Did you have a gummy before the show? You had one of those before the show?
No question. Today I took a gel cap. It wasn't a gummy. Shouts out to the good folks at the
James Cooper. Ron yelled it in. He's throwing the ball. I'm telling you, you must be wagering on this, man, and you point shaving.
And shouts out to the Georgia Hemp Company, man. That's where I do, get my gummies and my gel caps. Listen, man, I mentioned three of the most widely known teams in college basketball history.
The question wasn't the three most widely named teams.
Lethal Weapon 3, everybody in Atlanta gonna vote for me, man. They all know Dennis Scott, Brian Oliver, and Kenny Anderson, man.
Yeah, I don't even think we should even go through with this. Can we just go ahead and give me a check mark right now for win number 6?
No, let the voters vote. Judging by
there's nothing to vote for. You didn't even follow the rules. You didn't even follow the rules.
Shout out to you, Lewis. Thank you. Lewis is voting for me. Thank you. Yeah, man. Y'all get caught up. Listen, there's only one professional athlete on this show. That's me. I don't get caught up in the winning.
What do you mean you don't get caught up in the winning?
It's bigger than winning. Sometimes it's bigger than winning, man. You got to make a point.
So losing is bigger than winning? Not following the rules is bigger than winning? Hey, I don't understand what you're saying.
That UNLV team was the most heralded UNLV team in probably all of college. And when you talk about college
basketball, the team you picked lost.
Would you stop cutting me off and listen for a second? When they talk about college basketball, sir, the Michigan Fab Five will go down in history as one of the most widely known teams in the history of college basketball ever.
Hey, man.
Even back before black people was playing basketball.
Hey, listen.
They knew about the Fab Five from Michigan.
From Truck D, he says, lovable losers, Ryan's list. I'm really starting to think, man, that your time on that very, very bad Georgia Tech team your last year and all your years in Detroit, y'all were horrible, that losing has kind of attached itself to you on these polls.
No, that's not the case.
I'm trying to come up with a plausible explanation. You picked 3 teams that didn't win a national championship.
But 3 great college basketball teams. That has to count for something. That has to mean something.
Hey, can we get out of here, man? It's time to go. I'm gonna put this up as soon as we're done. I'm gonna put this poll up within 30 minutes. It's gonna be
real
up.
quick. The Lethal Weapon 3 is hands down one of the most known basketball squads in Georgia Tech history. Kenny Anderson as a freshman, man. As a freshman.
And then you had the nerve to argue me down about my list. They didn't win it. That's what I was saying. Before we went to this poll, that's what I was saying. It's going to be hard for you to beat me in some of these things because, you know, I'm older than you and I remember
I
this
just
stuff
beat you. I just beat you. What do you mean? I just won a poll.
All right,
what are you talking about?
I'll have the poll up. I'll have the new poll up within the next 30 minutes. Y'all please go in there and vote. Tell people. Make sure you go and follow the show on YouTube, 2 Live Stews, youtube.com, or on Facebook, 2 Live Stews, facebook.com. Follow on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube.
Real quick, man, I want to talk about Caleb Williams for a second, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
You do realize that a lot of his success probably came because he played in the Pac-10, Pac-12, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And they don't play any defense?
Yeah, they don't play defense out there.
I was thinking about that the other day, man.
So you starting to think that they made it? They're making a mistake?
No.
They might be making a mistake.
To take.
Okay.
He's clearly the guy to take, but he didn't have no pressure coming down his back.
Yeah.
While he was playing
in the league.
And US.
Right.
You got 6'7", 280-pound guys running 4.5s in the National Football League, man.
Right.
He's not going to be able to just dance around in the backfield for 7 to 10 seconds and throw the ball all the way down the field and let somebody catch it. Keep that in mind.
From Country Road says, Ryan, you went to Tech, or you went to school at Tech with my aunt. Don't nobody talk about that team like you but y'all. Seriously, man, the team that you're talking about, Lethal Weapon 3, they're like people talk about them in Atlanta, but I've never heard anybody from any other city talk about Lethal Weapon 3. I'm just going to be honest with you.
If his aunt went to school with me, I wonder what her name is.
Don't do it. I see it in your eye. You're going to try to make a jab and say you had, you rabbit dance with his aunt. Don't do that. That's not good.
What I do guarantee is if his aunt was at school with me, we watched that game together. I guarantee that. I guarantee it.
Yeah, maybe because there's like 30 black people at Tech. Y'all stuck together. That's why y'all watched it together. I understand that. Let's get out of here, man. Let's get out of here. I mean,
we got to give a great thank you.
We just ended the show on
a great thank you to the good folks from Southern Edge. Southern Edge Beverage, co.com is the website. Make sure you check them out. Make sure you follow us on social media also when it comes to Southern Edge. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Follow Southern Edge on social media so you will be invited to all of the good times when the good times start to roll, which will be towards the end of April. We're going to have a get-together and a gig towards the end of April. Y'all stay tuned. Thank you for a very good job, Tree. We appreciate you, Tree. Well done.
You can't do gummies before the show, man. You just can't do the gummies before the show because it's affecting your work. You can't pick 3 teams that didn't even qualify for the rankings, man.
I mentioned 3 of the greatest teams in college basketball.
Can you read the top? What does it say in yellow? Read what it says in yellow.
Ryan's top 5 college basketball teams. Number 5, Georgia Tech. Number 4, what?
And you dyslexic. You dyslexic and you high off gummies during the live show. You dyslexic. You high on gummies. You drinking Southern Edge. You a wreck, man. You are a wreck. I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here. Let's shut this down.
We see y'all Thursday night, dogs. Stewies, we see y'all Thursday night, man. We appreciate y'all hanging out. Y'all pass the word, please. Make sure you follow us on YouTube and subscribe to the page. We'll be back on Thursday night, man.
Okay, this experience.
Appreciate y'all.
Like the white boys.
Peace.